Your book is fascinating because actually you get right to the heart of the problem here, which is what is the direction of a successful Republican Party, i.e. one that can win elections, actually going to be?
Yes, I want them to concentrate on winning. Passion is great, but in politics, all that matters is scoring. And I mean, I really like what these guys have been doing. It's as if they had already read my instructions in the first few chapters.
Which guys?
Ted Cruz, Mike Lee, the House Republicans. I think the last 3 weeks have been magnificent. I don't think they needed to keep it going. I think it's fine that they're.
I hate to break
we
the
don't have the votes.
but the Republicans have had the worst approval ratings in history.
I'm so glad
How
you mentioned
do you build
that.
this as a success?
This has been driving me absolutely crazy. These two polls that everyone is citing, it's pure propaganda. They aren't polls. The Gallup poll, the NBC Wall Street Journal poll, and any pollster will tell you this. One of them emailed me, and he's a Democratic pollster. He was just so annoyed by this. He said, this is a poll of all adults. Half of all adults can't name the vice president. These are irrelevant. We want likely voters. And in the likely voter polls, it's kind of split. We would not have been talking about Obamacare for the last 3 weeks. It is very clear that the Republican Party is the party that stands for revisiting Obamacare. We are not just letting the Democrats solidify their
let's
dates.
take that point, because I actually think that's obviously going to be a very good strategy. Obamacare is a divisive thing, and clearly the way that, right, but well, hated by some, liked by
majority.
Others. Well,
that's a good brand marketing for the Republicans.
Let's get to the fact we agree that Obamacare is a target-rich environment for the Republicans. The way they've launched it, the way it's set up, the way it works as a system, clearly is deeply flawed, right?
Yes.
So whatever your argument about the merits of it, it's not been working successfully. And that's where the Republicans are going to be targeting it. Ted Cruz will be center and fronter on that, obviously. But how does this help the Republicans win at the midterms or in 2016 if all it really does is create a party of various leaders?
Well, two things. One is it really is this important branding that the Republican Party is not just allowing the Democrats to say we passed this bill with two houses voting on a different bill unconstitutionally, the president waiving portions of it unconstitutionally. Lots of things are laws.
It's a major law.
That never stops the liberals, as I write in tonight's column, which you didn't read because you were at your book party. But it's an excellent column.
We're coming to my excellent book in a moment.
Okay, so for one thing, what usually happens is no matter how something gets through, I mean, you won't remember this, but Jimmy Carter creates the Department of Education as a sop to the teachers' unions. Ronald Reagan campaigned on ending the Department of Education. Do we still have the Department of Education? Yes, we do. Republicans generally just say, oh, well, we lost that, let's move on. This makes it very clear Republicans are not just moving on. There's only so much they can do. And the second thing it does is make the point at the beginning of my book here, we have to win elections.
Right.
How does running Christine O'Donnell look now?
No, this is a good Ted Cruz. He's fascinating. I had Alan Dershowitz on last night, who actually taught him at Harvard. And I was amazed. He said that Ted Cruz, one of the brightest people he's ever taught, also one of the best debaters, and one of the people that really argued really successfully. And you can see that in him. He's a dynamic guy, and he's smart, and he's fresh, and all those things. But can he actually bring enough of his own party with him to be a real force leading the party? And if he can't, where are you going to go? Is it someone like Eric Cantor? I mean, should he be the new speaker?
No.
Does Speaker Boehner stay? Is it a Chris Christie figure? Where does the party find a winner?
We'll see how things shake out. All I care about, if you're talking about the presidential candidate, is that it be a senator or governor. We only allow those in our debates. We see how they do in the debates and see what they say. What's wonderful about Mike Lee and Ted Cruz, and this is the third thing I think we've gotten out of the last 3 weeks, is they are probably the two smartest United States senators. Are there any other senators who clerk for the Supreme Court? They're unbelievably articulate. They're unbelievably bright. They haven't been nasty or backbiting. They're young and attractive. And yes, they're a good face for my party.